Dave, a newly hired employee at a startup tech company, faced an important task assigned by his manager, ordering 20 Dell laptops for the company. To kickstart the process, he decided to give Dell a call. The sales order process kicks off with pre-sales activities, including inquiries and quotations. An inquiry is the information customers seek from our company about pricing, availability, quantities, and delivery dates. These inquiries are recorded, and quotations are generated to address these questions. Quotations can serve as legally binding documents that safeguard the interests of both parties when accepted. Once a customer approves a quotation, Dell will generate a sales order. The sales order is generated originating from the approved quotation. This sales order is stored as an electronic document containing customer details, laptop specifications, quantities, pricing, delivery dates, shipping information, and billing information. At this point, Dell determines delivery schedules, shipping points, route details, performs availability checks, and transfers requirements to Material Requirements Planning, MRP. Dell primarily uses a forward delivery schedule. In a forward delivery schedule, the company aims to anticipate customer demand and plan production and shipping accordingly. This approach allows Dell to maintain a lean inventory system and reduce costs. Dell's well-known build-to-order model exemplifies this approach, wherein products are manufactured only after customer orders are received. This minimizes inventory levels, avoids overproduction, and reduces excess inventory and related costs. The shipping process at Dell is a critical stage in their sales and distribution operations. It begins with the generation of a delivery document for each sales order. The delivery document serves as a central hub that oversees, supports, and monitors various sub-processes in the shipping phase, ensuring that products reach customers efficiently and accurately. Picking is the process of retrieving the ordered products from the inventory or warehouse. Dell's system generates pick lists that guide warehouse personnel to locate and collect the specific Dell laptops and components required for each order. This step is crucial in ensuring that the correct products are gathered for assembly and shipment. After the picking process, the selected laptops and components are packed securely for shipping. Dell takes great care to ensure that products are well protected during transit to prevent any damage or issues upon delivery. The packaging process includes the arrangement of laptops, accessories, and necessary documentation within suitable shipping containers. Post-goods issue is a critical step that marks the formal transfer of ownership from Dell to the customer. Once the products are packed and ready for dispatch, Dell's system records the issuance of the goods. This documentation is important for tracking inventory changes and initiating the billing process, indicating that the products are no longer part of Dell's inventory. Throughout these sub-processes, Dell's shipping system and logistics team closely monitor and manage the movement of the laptops. This meticulous oversight ensures that the right products are shipped on time, helping Dell maintain its reputation for reliable deliveries. Lastly is the billing and payment process. Dell primarily uses a delivery-based billing system. In this system, billing is typically triggered when the products are delivered to the customer or when they leave Dell's distribution center for shipment. This approach is common in the technology and manufacturing industry, where customers are billed based on the actual delivery of products or services rather than when an order is placed. It ensures that customers are charged accurately for the products they receive and can help manage cash flow more effectively for both Dell and its customers. Payment is the final step that is managed by the financial accounting department. It all starts with a purchase requisition. A purchase requisition is a formal request made by a department or individual within the company to procure materials or services. This request sets the procurement process in motion. Dell's inventory management is driven by a core objective, minimizing inventory levels while optimizing production speed. To achieve this, Dell adheres to a stringent policy of not holding inventory for more than 6 days, effectively reducing unnecessary carrying costs. Dell recognizes the invaluable role of its suppliers in its success story, fostering long-term relationships with them. The company sources various components like HDDs, cables, motherboards, and more from suppliers worldwide. These suppliers include industry giants such as Motorola, Samsung, Sony, and others. As a strategic part of its supply chain approach, Dell adopts a method known as multi-vendor sourcing. This strategy involves procuring materials, supplies, product components, and finished products from a diverse range of qualified suppliers, enhancing Dell's flexibility and resilience in its procurement needs. Vendor evaluation is a crucial aspect of this strategy. Key suppliers must undergo a quarterly business review with Dell Technologies, which includes scoring and all metrics, as determined by Dell Technologies, of their supply chain performance aligned with the principles, particularly regarding sustainability, risk, security, safety, and the environment. Dell Technologies suppliers are evaluated quarterly, and they should expect their scores to influence Dell Technologies' purchasing decisions. Following the sourcing process, the subsequent steps involve formalizing the transaction with the chosen vendor by creating a purchase order, PO. This document includes essential particulars such as quantities, prices, and delivery terms for the products or services being procured. After the purchase order is issued, the vendor will ship the materials that Dell requested. Once the vendor fulfills the order, Dell will initiate a goods receipt to confirm the receipt of items in good condition. Subsequently, an invoice is generated, including information from the supplier. The invoice typically includes details such as supplier contact information, invoice number, invoice date, a breakdown of items or services provided, quantities, unit prices, and the total amount due. Dell follows standard payment terms with its suppliers, which are outlined in the document called Dell Standard Payment Terms. All invoices will be targeted to be paid by Dell on the payment date. The term payment date shall mean the first Thursday on or after the 80th calendar day of Dell's receipt from supplier of a proper invoice. Following these terms, Dell proceeds to make the payment to the vendor, effectively closing the procurement cycle. Dell's production planning organization structure consists of the plant, storage location, and work center locations. Dell has various manufacturing plants all over the world. Its manufacturing and assembly plants are located in India, USA, China, Ireland, Brazil, Vietnam, Poland, Singapore, Mexico, Japan, and Malaysia. The Malaysian plant handles assembly located in Penang, encompassing machinery, workers, and assembly lines. These work centers aren't just for assembly but also for packaging and inspection. A bill of materials, BOM, is of paramount importance in the assembly of a laptop. It provides a comprehensive list of all components and parts, ranging from major ones like the CPU, motherboard, display, and hard drive, to smaller elements such as screws, connectors, cables, and more. The BOM serves as a reference for assembly technicians and includes routing information to guide them through a systematic step-by-step assembly process, ensuring that all the correct components are used in the right order. Dell's manufacturing framework revolves around the pivotal concept of just-in-time, JIT, production. Under this model, materials and production components are acquired and supplied just before assembly begins. JIT is a fundamental component of the lean production, LP, system embraced by Dell. This methodology follows the 5 principles of lean production, focusing on value, value stream, flow, establishing a pull system, and pursuing perfection. It brings 4 key benefits: eliminating waste, improving quality, reducing costs, and cutting time. In the production planning process, forecasting plays a crucial role. It determines which parts and sub-assemblies Dell makes or orders to stock for customer demand. Manufacturing lead time, MLT, and customer delivery lead time are also pivotal, emphasizing speed and efficiency in assembly and delivery. Now, let's explore some key aspects of Dell's production planning process, including a revenue plan that involves forecasting expected revenue, a master sales plan outlining sales targets and strategies, hedges and adjustment. Dell may assess and implement hedges or adjustments to account for potential changes or uncertainties in the market. For example, if there are fluctuations in currency exchange rates or commodity prices, Dell may use financial instruments to hedge against adverse effects on costs. Master production plan allows Dell to distinguish planning methods between materials that have strong influence on profit. Book-to-ship plan ensures that Dell is fulfilling customer orders in a timely manner. Supplier capacity plan to assess supplier capabilities. Factory capacity plan to manage Dell's work center capacity. Material requirement plan calculates the net requirements of what is currently in the warehouse, what should receive from the vendor, and what expected to draw down for the production and supplier material requirement plan involves communicating to the supplier about quantity and timing to ensure a smooth flow of materials into the Dell's production process. Following MRP, the next steps are manufacturing execution and, finally, order settlement.